and welcome to Do It Like a Dancer. So it's been a long time since I've seen you. Not a long time since you've seen me. Actually, I've been having videos come out throughout the year, but actually they were all pre-recorded. So it's been about a year since you've actually seen me, or I've seen you. It's been a great year for Do It Like a Dancer. We had a lot of new subscribers, a lot of different types of content. So it was really exciting to see that all happening. And now I'm entering a new year and sort of looking back. So this is kind of a training update on what I was working on throughout the time in 2023 and what I'm working on now, what I'm focusing on. And all of this stuff are going to be the focus of videos in the coming weeks and months. I am just about to make a really big move, which means that my ability to make videos might be a little bit difficult for a while, but I will try. And in the meantime, you can always look back through. We've got lots of videos to go through. So basically 2023, I'm still going through this process of figuring out all the things that I've been doing wrong in my training and trying to fix them and trying to address them. One of the biggest things that has been is addressing the loss of strength and flexibility in my hips, particularly around extensions. And I discovered a lot of bad habits and a lot of just training problems around how I was training, alignment issues particularly, and also just kind of basically cheating on exercises. So for example, as a kind of big example, I realized that I wasn't ever straightening my legs properly, particularly in extensions, and the lines of my legs were not. Basically, they weren't straight as soon as the legs started going up, and so I wasn't able to do extensions properly with the legs straight, the feet all the way pointed. So I've been digging through a lot of places to look for exercises that address that, and it's exercises that address the whole system, so your core as well as the standing leg. And so one of the things apparently, which I should know and I know in theory, but now I'm knowing really, is how important the standing leg is in extensions. I also started working with TheraBands just to try and add some strengthening exercises. That's also for my shoulders as well as my legs. So I've been doing some ballet work with the TheraBands, like putting it around my ankles and doing tendus and rond de jambes and stuff, which has made a big difference. I've also been really focusing on my back, so I do have a tendency to sort of drop my shoulders forwards, and so I've been doing a lot of work to try to address that, and just generally my back is probably one of my weak points, and so I've been just again trawling for exercises to address that. So, and that's an ongoing process. I'm still working on that. It's a new sort of focus. I've just got a new set of exercises that I'm trying. My routine is pretty much the same. I do about 3 big workouts per week, and then I do have shows ongoing and performances. So I'm still moving in the meantime, but I have these, unfortunately I haven't been able to do more than that because of time constraints and other work, but I'm definitely seeing some progress, but it is slow, and I think particularly, the older that we get, the more slippage. In diet, I've started having protein shakes after my workout. I'm a vegetarian, so protein is something that I have to think about in my diet. The protein shakes, it's not about muscle building, but it's just about regeneration and healing after the workouts. So I've started doing that. I think it's helped, but I plan to continue that. So extensions back, TheraBand, and protein. These are kind of the 4 main things that I've changed in the last year. But just generally, I've been really, really focusing in on alignment, really trying to pay attention when I start to do an exercise is what compensations is my body immediately trying to make. So that's telling me, where I have weak points or where I can't do exercises properly, so my body's trying to cheat and do it, but in a not correct way. One thing interesting is I went to a chiropractor, and he told me that in the past I had a muscle tear in my lower back on the left side, which I was kind of surprised about because he said it probably bothers you, and I was like, it doesn't. But then just after that, as I really started to dig into properly training my extensions, and I did indeed notice it at that time. So it's funny, like as soon as I sort of knew that I was doing something wrong, maybe then addressing it, and I discovered the problem. So again, I think it's something that I've said a lot on this channel, but if you're not mentally 100% in your training and paying attention and addressing your alignment and all of this stuff, then it's then quite frankly, you're not getting the benefits of your training. And you can be training all you want and doing all the exercises you want, and you might not be getting actually stronger because you're not doing it correctly. So mindfulness is super important. So that's kind of the training update for 2023. In 2024, I'm just continuing to really focus in on my technique, focus in on these different strength areas, and seeing where life takes me. So that's that. I hope to see you very soon. I hope to be able to bring you more content this year. In the meantime, thank you so much for following, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.